son Levi on some public land. We crept into the backside of a big field down in the woods. We came in from the woods side where I found some pretty heavily used trails and some rubs and stuff like that. I found we actually slipped up on a scrape behind us. We came through some thick stuff. It's some good security cover and maybe even possible bedding in a creek. So we're going to see how this morning goes. We have to cut it short this morning. He's got to be back home. He's got some obligations. But we're trying to avoid the other hunters. There's one group here that was here when we walked in. One's up near the vehicles, and one guy's further in than we are. We're kind of in the middle back in here, but we'll see how this morning goes. Well, it's a little after 7 a.m., about 7:30 on opening morning. My son is just over my left shoulder, about 100 yards away. He's in the money spot. He's right where all the freshest sign is that I've found here. There's a field edge right over there. It runs way back up in there. Big, pretty good sized field. Back up toward the vehicles. We circled around and came through some thick stuff to get in here, but this is not a horrible spot. I don't know, it looks a lot thicker than it probably is right here, but there's a lot of really thick cover back through there. And a creek. We found an old scrape slipping in. I think I said that earlier. And I don't know if you can see that field. Yeah, you can see that field. There was a scrape in it about a week ago when I was down here. So, yeah, I got him in the money spot, hoping I can get him his first deer. He's back that way. But that's all for now. I'm going to sit here and be quiet. There's a guy at the very upper end of that field about a little over half a mile away. And so I'm thinking the deer ain't going to go out that way. It looks like from all the side I've seen, they filter around the field and come down through here. Well, kind of more around, like come down into the edge here and then back up to where he is and across. So we'll see what happens. One thing I'll say about this spot is there's a lot of squirrels. They're jumping around in the trees all above me. There's one going down through there. They're jumping around. I heard some over back behind my son. The squirrels are really in here right now. That's one thing I'll say about this spot. But so far, no deer. No squirrels sitting there. So we're easing up the side of this timber cut. We've been finding a lot of tracks. We're kind of running out of time for this morning's hunt. But we're hoping we can get up over this ridge and glass and hopefully get on something. So, how's it going? So we didn't get anything, but we got on some fresh sign, some very immature buck sign. So that's good. Public land here, you know, a deer that size is hard to come across, and I'm trying to figure out how at some point I can make a setup on him. And I see I'm telling my son it looks like a hunting lease right next to the edge of the public. Might be something we'll look at a later time too. But pretty good trip all in all. What do you think, Levi? Yeah. So we're hopefully gonna get back down here soon. But later this afternoon, I'm gonna go on a little bit of private land. I've never been on. Somebody invited me to. We'll see what happens with that. Maybe I'll get a shot at one. See if I can fill a tag today. That's all for now. Stay tuned.